Good morning and welcome back to The Crafty Author. My name is Anissa and I wanted to pop on here really quick because I'm thinking about doing something new. I'm thinking about doing like a Sewing Tuesday type of talk thing where we talk about sewing for a little bit or about quilting, and this would be a time where I would share with you things that I have recently gotten to help improve my craft room and my sewing and that sort of thing. So if you're interested in something like that, would you please let me know in the comments below. Today I am going to do a Sewing Tuesday. I haven't come up with a cool little name for it yet, but I will. And right now I am just sitting down here in my quilting slash craft room, and I have my coffee. And I'm actually getting ready to head on into work. So this will be a quick video. But I wanted to show you some things that I've gotten, and I'm super excited. So here's what we have. So this little box came from the Missouri Star Quilt Company. It's just a FedEx box. But what's in it is what I'm most excited about. So first things first. So for the Disappearing 9-patch quilt, I have been, trying to figure out how I'm going to quilt it. What am I going to use for thread, blah, blah, blah. Well, I ordered some thread. So I have this beautiful lavender colored King Tut thread from Superior Threads. And no, I am not, this is not a paid endorsement. I just love their thread, and I love the colors that, that they have. So, and then because I couldn't buy just one, I purchased another one. Now this one is the, it's multicolored. I want to call it variegated, but I'm probably wrong. It's called Jewel of the Nile, and the other one is Angel Lavender. And I'm not sure which one I'm gonna like best for that quilt yet. So when I get to the point where I'm gonna quilt it, that's when we'll figure out which one of these two we're going to use. So there is that. So then I was like, well, I'm just browsing their site looking for some things, and I purchased something that I don't have in my quilt room and never have had. So, but I've seen it used, and so I want to use this on my quilts from now on. And that's the chalk pounce, or the quilt pounce. So it's just chalk, and you have this little pad here. You put the chalk in the little box, and then you have the pad there, and you can just put a stencil on top of your quilt, and it'll put the design on there, and then it brushes off or it washes off. Super excited about that. That's a game changer right there. And of course, a refill pack, because I know I'm going to go through it pretty quick. So it was actually relatively inexpensive for as much as you get. So that's an even better bonus, right? So then, of course, I had to buy some stencils. Well, I'm working on some little girl baby quilts, and so I got this adorable dragonfly stencil. Now, I've never traced a stencil on a quilt, so this is going to be new for me. I'll probably do a tutorial on it just so you can all laugh. Because you can see how imperfect all my lines are. I am more of a free motion quilter, just freehanding it. So I don't know how I'm going to do with these stencils and things like that. I purchased the Janome ruler set too, and I don't think I have that right here. No, it's on my other table. I'll have to show you that one at a different time. But that's gonna be a huge learning curve. Huge. I just know it. So then I got this cute little dragonfly for the border. But for the Disappearing 9-patch, here's what I got. The spiral. Oh my gosh. This is what I wanted to quilt it with in the first place. And when I ordered this, I really wasn't sure how big this was going to be, but this stencil is huge and it is going to work out perfectly. I am so excited to put that on my quilt. We're going to open it up because I can't believe I haven't opened this up yet. I was just waiting to share it with you. Now's the perfect time. So, oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's going to be fantastic. So, it's actually a sheer, it's a very sheer piece, but it can be used with the chalk bounce. And so, when you put this on top of your quilt and you put the chalk on top of this design, it'll put it on the quilt. So that is going to be awesome. And what I really love about it is that I don't think you're gonna, you know how you can overdo it sometimes if you put too much chalk on your project. So I think this helps eliminate some of that extra fallout from the chalk. Goodness sakes, I hope that made sense. So there's that one. Pretty excited. Have I told you how excited I am about it? Keep repeating myself. All right. The next one I got is another stencil of stars. Now I can probably freehand stars, and I want to do it on the cowboy quilt. So I bought this specifically for the baby cowboy quilt. And I'm actually going to be putting that one for sale on Etsy when I'm done quilting it. So we'll be working on that together. But here is my favorite. This is my favorite thing that I've purchased this week. So there is a little product called a binding baby. And I saw it, and she's adorable. It's a doll. I love dolls. I am so girly. Glitter, anything that's shiny, I love it. Okay, that's me. You can probably tell by my beautiful necklace today. Shiny. I have always been like this. I just love all beautiful things. Okay, so I had her made just for me. So she's custom made. Oh my gosh, isn't she beautiful? I love her. I'm gonna take her out of the box and show it to you. This is the large binding baby. I love her. Look at her little bows in her hair. And then she's got the polka dots and the red, and red is my favorite color. So I love, love, love her. Oh, I just love her. So what you do with a binding baby is you put your binding strip up inside of her. If I can do this. Okay. And then you wind your binding around her. Okay. And then you can sit her on your spool, your extra thread spool, and as you sew your binding on, she spins. I'll do a demonstration of it. I can't do it right now because I got to go to work, but I will be showing you in the future how to do this. But isn't she beautiful? I just love her. Look at her little glasses. They are so freaking cute. And I used to have red glasses. I just had to get new glasses because I'm going blind. But that's a story for another day. Too much sewing. It's actually what the eye doctor told me. That it's helping to make my eyes progressively get worse. Who's ever heard of such a thing, right? Anyway, doesn't stop me. So, I need to take another drink of coffee. Okay, this coffee mug is actually a coffee mug that was made from covers from my books that I had written. I used to be a romance suspense writer, and I currently have one book that's on Amazon, and it is called Kiss of Summer. It is a new adult novel. That means that a young person can read that book and it will be okay. But I used to write romance suspense, and they were really awesome. I'm not gonna lie, they were cool books. But I did pull them all from all the channels, from Barnes and Noble, Amazon, all over. Kobo. I used to sell them everywhere, and in paperbacks. And so I had everything pulled. And the reason why I did that was because morally it started to conflict with my morals. And I just felt like there was enough yuck in the world, and I didn't really want to contribute to it anymore. Does that make sense? So that was working on me. So that's where I'm at. I don't know. People have asked me to republish them and whatnot, but that's really just a part of, I just don't want it out there. You know, there's enough stuff. There's enough things to read that people don't need to be reading that. But anyway, I may jump into the writing game again at some point in my life. Right now is not that time. I'm having fun doing what I'm doing here. This is my happy place. This is what makes me happy. And when I'm writing, I tend to be more I get into the zone, because you really kind of have to be in a different frame of mind to do it, because you have characters who are talking to you, and you know, so you can tell the story. I know that sounds crazy, but it really is the life of a writer. But if I did go back to writing, I most certainly would continue to write about young love and just innocent stuff like that. So I've thought about writing suspense again. I'm a really good suspense writer. I will say that. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but that is really where I'm gifted. But for now, that's going to be shelved. So just so you know a little bit about me. And I did write under the pen name of Allison Rains. So if you wanted to check out my book, Kiss of Summer, you can. Okay? And you don't have to if you don't want to. So, also, I got this to go along with my binding baby. See, I get off track all the time. I need to stay focused. So, this is the binding baby's flower spindle. Now, you don't have to buy this, but I saw this on Missouri Star Quilt Company's website. And what you do with this, see, I haven't even opened this stuff. I've just got new stuff laying down here, and I don't know. I will also link to where you can get this, okay? It is made by Doohickey Designs, okay? I think her name is Sharon. Sorry, it is Sherry Butler for Doohickey Designs. And I will link to that in the description box so that you can see it if you want to purchase one yourself, okay? This is the flower spindle. And it has the little doohickey. That's what I'm going to call it. It's a little doohickey to me. That goes in the middle. So I just put it right there. And then what you do after you have your binding on your little baby, if you don't want to put it on your thread spindle here, or you don't have an extra one, like I don't, because I have a thread stand and then my thread lays horizontally. So I wouldn't have any place to really put her. I mean, she could sit in the back on one of the spindles, but then I wouldn't be able to see her. And of course I want to see her because she's freaking cute. Who wouldn't want to see this? So anyway, just me being crazy again, right? You sit her on there with your binding on here and she'll spin around. That's what I'm most excited about. And I was super excited when I saw that it was in my favorite color, red. So it matches her. So I'm in love today. Love it. So that is what I have for you right now. My husband thinks I spent way too much money. I don't think I did, but He does, but we don't care, right? Life of a quilter. So anyway, that's it. And I just wanted to pop in and just do a sewing talk with you today. If you would like me to continue doing something like this, would you please make a comment down below in the comment section? Please give my video a thumbs up if you've liked it. That helps me to get seen more via YouTube. Also commenting does. You can share it with your friends. If you liked some of the stuff that's in here. If you'd like to follow me on social media, links are down in the description. I also have a blog, which is called craftyauthor.com, where you can see the projects that I make, and I have the videos linked to them. And I think that's it. So keep on crafting. I will see you next time. Have a great day.